Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil, and today we are watching episode 10 of season 1 of Lost. I'm flabbergasted. Just when I feel like I've got the show a little bit figured out and I can guess what might happen next, they go off in a completely new direction. They introduce a character like Danielle Rousseau, who's been living alone on the island for 16 years. She killed her lover Richard, she killed her son Alex, she killed the rest of the scientific research team that she was part of, and they all got shipwrecked together on the island. And since she did that, she's been living alone on this island. I'm very curious to see how the discovery of her changes the dynamic amongst the other survivors, when Saeed brings news of her back to them. So, yeah, major plot development there. But I don't know what to expect in this episode. I'd rather talk for a brief minute about Lost. Not the show per se, but the word Lost. You know, it's easy once you've heard the name of a show a lot to forget what meaning there is beyond the show, if that makes any sense. Like, it's such an easy word. It's just 4 letters. It's just Lost, and it's just the name of the show. And it's easy to discount it. That just means they're lost on a desert island. Nobody knows where they are. They don't know where they are. They are lost. That's it. But there's a whole other layer there, and beyond being physically lost, which they are. And that's being emotionally or psychologically lost. And there's 2 ways to look at that in my mind. There's lacking direction. You're lost in life. You don't know where to go next. And I think that definitely applies to certain characters here. Charlie, now that he wasn't able to bring his brother back into the band, he's kind of lost. He doesn't know what to do next. He's without purpose or direction. I feel like Jack's story, and we haven't gotten into this too much because all we know is that he was in Australia to recover his dad. But maybe he's sort of feeling some of the same lack of direction. His father's just died, and he may not know what to do with the rest of his life. Events like that tend to make us really question these things, don't they? Lost has a different psychological meaning as well, in my mind, and it's not so much that you have no purpose, but that there's no way forward. You're stuck in a cul-de-sac in the middle of a maze, and I think that applies to a number of our characters. Kate. What does she do? If she gets rescued, she's going to jail. Like, how do you escape that situation? Clearly she made some sort of mistake in her past, or she's been framed or something, but let's not get into those theories yet. What could she possibly do to change that fate? I think Sawyer's like that too. He's been realizing that he's become the man that he hates more than anything, the man that caused his parents to die, the man that ruined his life. He has become not just that man in action, but even that man in name. He adopted the man's name, for frick's sake. Sawyer isn't even his real name. I find it funny, by the way, that the one guy who never uses anyone's real name, he calls everyone by nickname. Sawyer is basically his own nickname, too. We don't know his real name. The man has nothing to do with real names. But back to my point, people who have no way forward. What was Sun gonna do once she decided that she couldn't leave Jin? She felt, even though she went through all the effort of trying to escape that marriage, she felt that she couldn't. She's trapped in that marriage. There's no way forward there. Every single one of these characters at some point is going to really reveal on a psychological level that they too are lost. And maybe the whole purpose of this island is to help them come to terms with that and to give them direction, to help them, to give them a way out. But this is me just kind of free associating and rambling, so take that for what it's worth. Anyway, this episode is called, what is it called? It's called Raised by Another. And every time I read a title, I try and think, okay, who could this apply to? Who could the flashbacks be about in this episode, especially of the people that we haven't seen yet? And I could see this applying to Walt and Michael. Yeah, Walt was raised by another parent, not by Michael. And maybe it even applies to Boone and Shannon. We know so little about those two, other than they're rich kids. One of them's a spoiled rich kid, and maybe they were raised by other parents or something. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws right now. But in any case, let's get right into it. This is episode 10 of season 1 of Lost, and it's called Raised by Another. Right on an eye again. Whose eye is it this time? What? Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm like, that's Claire, but then she got up and she wasn't pregnant, and what's going on? Is this a dream? I'll take a Claire episode. She's a cool character. Oh, that's creepy in stereo in my headphones. What? This has got to be a dream.
You know what's happening.
Why?
It was your responsibility, but you gave him away, Claire.
Did she give away her baby? Man, serious nightmare. Wow, terrifying. Sleepwalking too. That's not good. She's got blood on her.
What happened?
What? Was the dream somehow kind of real? Like, what is... This is so trippy, man. I mean, that's like an X-Files intro.
How was your OBGYN in Sydney?
Good. She was good.
She was okay with letting you fly in your third trimester.
No one's supposed to fly in your third trimester, right?
What was the date that you found out that you were pregnant?
Is it pink? Okay, look, it's all gonna be okay.
I know.
Unplanned, but justifiable freakout.
You know, if we wanted to, we could do this.
But yeah, but with what? I mean, my $5 an hour job at Fish and Fry.
I thought Australian restaurant workers made good cash because it's a tipless country. Maybe it was different back in 2004.
You'd really want to try?
Yeah.
So she must have chickened out or run away or something, like, because there was no father in the picture when she talked to Charlie.
If you needed someone to talk to about anything, I'm here.
The choir boy, or the good Catholic boy, shows his stripes a little. He's a sweetheart.
I'll need your hands for this.
Oh, not what I pictured from a fortune teller.
So when did you find out
What?
about the baby?
He's good. No wonder she believes.
I'm sorry. I can't.
What did you say?
I'm not doing this reading.
Oh, that would be so creepy. I mean, like, I don't believe in fortune telling at all, but if I did and that was the response I got, that would be terrifying. I refuse to finish your reading. Take your money back. That can't be good in any way. Like, if I was a fortune teller, why not just lie and say something nice? Whoa! What terrifying craziness.
Somebody's trying to hurt me, please! Help me! He was trying to hurt my baby. He had this thing like a needle. And he stabbed me with it.
We saw or heard anything.
Nada. Everyone was asleep. Look, we don't know who's living here and who's still at the beach. I mean, we didn't even know each other. My name isn't Hurley. It's Hugo
What?
Reyes. Hurley's just a nickname I have, all right? Why? I'm not telling. The point is, we gotta find out who everyone is.
You want to start a census?
Hugo's a smart cookie. Am I going to start calling him Hugo now? Or do we keep calling him Hurley, right? It's a better nickname.
Oh, Sasha called. They're going out tonight. Wanted to know if we'd go.
He's having second thoughts, isn't he?
I can't do this.
Yeah. He's bailing.
Claire,
No, it's not over!
I'm out of here.
Damn it!
Oh, man. Poor Claire. I like this is just normal bad luck, crummy life.
Is this about your census?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea. Get everyone's name and place of residence.
And who's checking on you?
Who watches the Watchmen?
It was a joke.
You think she's making this up? She was terrified.
Look, she said that the guy was trying to hurt her baby. Why would someone do that now? But if she stays stressed out like this or has another panic attack, it could trigger an early labor. That would not be good.
Your name's Lance, right?
Ethan.
Sorry, dude. Lots of names and faces. Pretty pathetic, huh? I think after a couple weeks on the island with the same people, we'd all know each other.
Yeah, you're right. You would think so.
Last name?
Rom.
Rom, R-O-M?
That's right.
Great. Where are you from, Ethan Rom?
Ontario.
Right on. Love Canada.
The ROM, R-O-M, is the Royal Ontario Museum. It's like Canada's Smithsonian almost. It's a great museum. But you say ROM in Ontario to me, that's my first association.
You think I'm making this up? I get attacked, and you want to give me sleeping for everyone telling me what to do.
Please.
Let go of me.
Is she going home? Oh,
Yes.
it's the fortune
Mr.
teller.
Malkin, we met before. So, how does it work?
I don't know. Oh. When did he leave you?
Is that why you didn't want to do my reading last time?
No. I saw something, sort of a blurry thing. Blurry's bad. That's why I stopped the reading.
Did he see the
Are you
crash?
sure you want to go on now? It is crucial that you, yourself, raise this child. This child, parented by anyone else, anyone other than you. Danger surrounds this baby.
Oh, no wonder she's petrified. It's like thinking you're about to give birth to a potential Hitler.
I'm putting this baby up for adoption.
You can't do that.
You mustn't allow another to raise your baby.
Okay, I can't raise this child by myself.
You have to listen to me. The baby needs your protection.
Man, he believes in his power. Like some psychics are like outright frauds and others believe in what they're doing. There may not be truth in it, but they believe in it.
What I do with my baby is none of your business.
Don't do what I'm suggesting. Great danger will befall.
Okay, great danger will befall you if you don't stop calling me in the middle of the night.
Wow, I thought Claire was such a simple character going into today, and now she's fascinating.
You know your life would be much easier if you just had the manifest.
What? Really? Who has it?
What do you think?
Sawyer. Jeez. There's going to be some inconsistencies, aren't there?
Straight. Now, you could do what you normally do when someone asks for something. Tell me to screw off.
Screw off.
Or you could just give it to me.
Manifest is in a brown suitcase. Take it.
Hurley's Mr. Charisma. Like low-key charisma. I like it.
But I'm fine, okay? I don't need rescuing. I don't need...
Oh.
What is it?
Well, Charlie's hand says late, but she's early.
I might not know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out. If I can kick drugs, I can deliver a baby. Let me explain. I'm a drug addict. I was a drug addict. I'm clean now.
Get Jack!
His withdrawal didn't last long, did it?
As discussed, once the baby is born and handed over to the stewards, you'll have no right to see the child again. Upon your discharge from the hospital, you'll be given an additional payment of $20,000.
So did she run away with half the payment, like the upfront? Is that what happened? It's a sign, Claire. 2 pens don't work.
I can't do this.
What?
Okay, what is it?
What's your plan?
offer?
Ethan, are you all right? You need to go to the caves. Run to the caves, get Jack. Tell him the Claire. Is she okay? She's having a baby.
I'm not supposed to be. Someone promised me it would be different.
Well, he was wrong. I found a couple in Los Angeles who are very eager to adopt. The baby will be safe in their care.
What is up with this guy?
This is what must happen.
You're giving me $6,000 to give my baby to a couple of strangers in Los Angeles.
A psychic?
I know, it's embarrassing. He's just full of it.
Or not.
All he wanted was that no one else raise your baby, right? If he had the gift, and I believe some people do.
That's blasphemy, Charlie. Maybe he knew the plane was going to crash.
Well, I can't go tomorrow. I have to
He
get
bought
It
her
has
the
to be
right.
this flight. It can't be any other.
Oh.
They're already scheduled to meet you when you arrive. Flight A15.
There was no couple in Los Angeles. He knew about the plane. What was gonna happen? Oh my God, he knew.
Saeed's still just out there on his own? I didn't even think about him until now.
I think I'm all right.
Birthing emergency averted. I told you to take care of you.
I found her. The French woman.
I need some water. What happened?
The woman on the island. We're not alone.
I figured he'd tell. But will everyone... Uh-oh.
You okay?
What? Why? Where's Ethan? Why?
Yeah, he just kept...
Why hasn't Ethan gotten Jack yet? Hurley?
We got a problem. The manifest. The names of everyone who survived. All 46 of us. I interviewed everyone. One of them isn't in the manifest. He wasn't on the plane.
Hello there.
Ethan? Wasn't on the plane? Uh-oh. Whoa. Wow. The twists keep coming, and I like that manifest one at the very end of this one. It makes sense that there is a manifest, and when Hurley asked for it, I suspected that there would be discrepancies, but I thought it might just be people using fake names or something along those lines. This is not the twist I anticipated. And so Ethan, who is Ethan? We don't know. He was just sort of dropped in last episode as the first of the extras to get a couple of lines, and now it turns out he wasn't even part of the plane crash. He just kind of infiltrated the survivors. Is he somehow connected with Danielle? Has he been there for 16 years? Is he Alex? That doesn't make sense because he's not 16 years old. He's way older than that. Although I'm just assuming Danielle's child was an infant back at the time of the crash. That might be completely off base. So I don't know what to make of that, basically. I don't know what any of that means. I'm just thrown for a loop, really. I don't even know what quite to say. I'm glad Saeed finally made it back. I can't believe I actually spent the whole episode and not even thinking about him. That's how compelling the whole Claire storyline was. But it makes sense based on what we know of Saeed and his personality that he immediately shared the information, especially with Jack and Kate. I really liked learning more about Claire. She was, even though she was a young pregnant woman at the time, she just sort of had the nice, positive, low-key energy throughout every episode leading up to this, that I didn't anticipate that she would have a mysterious backstory. Like, the first half of her backstory made total sense to me, accidental pregnancy with her sort of boyfriend. They make a go of it until the boyfriend says, I can't handle this, I need to back out. That all seems like just normal human life bullshit that we all have to deal with, in some way or another. But then she has this whole thing with the psychic. My best guess is during that first reading, the psychic envisioned her child growing to be something evil, a Charlie Manson or an Adolf Hitler or something that must be avoided at all costs. And that was especially connected to if Claire gave up the baby, if it was raised by another. There's your title. So it became his mission to ensure that Claire kept the baby And if he truly is a psychic, and I think this is a show where we can assume that psychic abilities exist, clearly there's some mystical, magical, supernatural stuff going on in this world, then I think we can suspend disbelief and allow that psychics exist in the Lost World. And that this guy is good enough that he can say, this plane is going to crash on a desert island, she'll survive, and she will be forced to raise her child alone. That's fascinating. I don't know what to make more of that. And I don't know how that's going to impact Claire. Like, first, like, she's smart enough to realize that if, like, I don't think he ever spelled it out to her, but clearly he envisioned that there was something that could go terribly wrong with her child. And what does that do to an expecting mother? Knowing that your child could become a force of evil, for lack of a better word. And now, unprepared as she is, even more so because they're on the island, it's Claire's responsibility to raise her child. I keep coming back to Danielle Rousseau because she's a new character and a major new plot development. She kept asking, where is Alex? And that Alex was her child, and as best as we could determine from her conversations with Saeed, she killed Alex. Did maybe she see something evil developing in her child, and therefore she felt she had to? I mean, is something similar going to happen to Claire? Is Claire destined to be the next Danielle? I don't know. I'm just theorizing off the top of my head here. I may have more detailed, cohesive thoughts next week when I do 2 more episodes, and I can better spell those out to all of you. But thank you guys for listening to my miscellaneous ramblings. This show, I'm having so much fun. I love a show that raises questions, makes me think, makes me try and figure stuff out. I love this format, doing reaction videos for you, because it really forces me to think these things and talk them through, even though I'm just looking at a camera. I'm forcing myself to think about this stuff, which is really helpful, I think, in a show like this. If you haven't already, please consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribing, hitting that bell. It's great for the channel. For those of you that have already subscribed, thank you guys so much for coming along on the journey. Until next time, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.